Hey everyone, welcome back to the OurSociety Experiment and this week's Making the Movement video. In this week's video, we're going to teach you how to set up nonpartisan ads, focusing specifically on the verbiage and the structure in Google AdWords. That's really important if you have a Google Ad grants or other grants that require your civic engagement efforts to be nonpartisan. Hey everyone, how are you? This is Making the Movement on the Move. So just a quick update on the OurSociety Experiment. We have less than 2 weeks to go before the November 6, 2018 election. So, literally every waking hour of free time I have and our volunteers who are helping out, like Tressa Rivers, is just literally on the Facebook messaging people. And so instead of making a video like last week and just showing you being on Facebook, I thought we'd have some value from our experience gained through this process. So I want to take time to set up show you how to set up Google AdWords in a way that is going to be worded nonpartisan. That way you can kind of help increase civic engagement in your area, while at the same time, if your organization is a 501c3 or your efforts are nonpartisan in nature, making sure that you are getting the word out and drawing attention to people participating in your efforts, while at the same time not necessarily endorsing them. Before we got into the actual live video, I do want to say this is not a tutorial on AdWords. This is not a tutorial on just using AdWords. There are a ton of tutorials out there, both from Google and from other YouTubers who are a little bit more proficient than myself. I'd say I'm a moderate level proficiency. Through my for-profit work, I do a lot of this, but never professionally trained or anything like that. And with that said, we're just going to kind of go over the structure, how to structure the wording, how we maintain similarity, just so you get some ideas. This is a brief kind of ideation for you to help you jog your thoughts as you're setting up Google AdWords or for your Google Ad grants in AdWords to kind of promote your civic engagement efforts. So let's dive in. I'm just going to bring up on my screen right here the AdWords. So we're not going to dive into the actual specifics of using AdWords. There's plenty of tutorials both from Google and other YouTubers who are more proficient than I at this. But really what we want to focus on is two main things here. Most importantly is the verbiage, right? Because if we are a nonpartisan organization focused on spreading candidate information but not promoting a specific candidate, the verbiage is really critical. All of our ads have been approved by Google, which is important, and really we want to stay true to their generosity and their Google Ad grants to stay true within their paradigm. So here you can see we have essentially the verbiage. I'm just using a random candidate here, but we have the candidate's name and then the town they're running in. So this candidate happens to be running in New Brunswick, New Jersey. We have the position they're running for. So in this scenario, it says mayoral candidate information. But with some of the other candidates, we might put council or committee or school board or freeholder. Really, the list goes on. Any information we would put about this candidate in a nonpartisan manner, it's just very direct. And then the third one is nonpartisan election information, New Jersey. So really, these three, headline 1, 2, and 3, these remain the same for all candidates. So it doesn't matter who we're advertising for or who we're demonstrating. It's always the same format. When you get to the description 1 and 2, these things down here, okay, this is the same actually for every candidate. So where headlines 1, 2, and 3 will change depending on the candidate's name, where they are, because of just the length limits we have on these, number 1 and 2 always stay the same. And again, our ads right now are being handled by just a one-man team, myself. So it's really just a time thing. In further, with a future team, expanded time, I would kind of mix these up a little bit, do a little bit more A/B testing, which is comparing two ads simultaneously, running them both at once, see which one is attracting more traffic, editing the one that is not, to based off the lessons we learned from the one that is, and rinse and repeat that cycle, right? That's a big part of internet marketing. And So this is just the same though for every candidate. Again, with our society, our objective is just, hey, there's information out here, we want you to know about it. So this is just an example of how you could set up nonpartisan information about candidates through the Google AdWords platform to attract people to your efforts and kind of spreading the word.
Cool. I mean, that's basically it. Really short video. Just wanted to kind of share that structure with you. If you guys haven't already, make sure you let people know about the OurSociety Experiment. Hit the subscribe button below. If you have feedback or questions for anything we reviewed, please comment. We'll definitely get back to you. Again, everyone, thank you so much for tuning into the OurSociety Experiment and our Making the Movement video vlog here. It's every time we get a new viewer, every time someone checks us out, it's just one step closer to building the transformation within society, both through technology, consciousness, and information that we really seek to bring about a new age. So thanks so much. We'll see you guys next week.